Your ticket inside.
I've never seen anything like this at E3.
IGN has it all with exclusive first access. Get a front row seat for every press conference.
We're so excited.
Jump the lines and go inside the best booths.
This might be the biggest booth I've ever seen at E3.
Totally fangirling right now.
Get breaking news straight from the show floor.
Excited about our new IP.
Hear from the innovators behind the game.
Playing with Xbox's own Aaron Greenberg.
Crackdown 3 is coming. It's going to be great.
It's got a gleam in his eye.
We break down everything about the Xbox One's powerful next upgrade. Wow. Be the first to see all the hottest titles.
Get your head down and keep moving!
IGN Live takes you inside Super Mario Odyssey and the future of Nintendo Switch, and unleashes all the games you want to see.
Battle Station!
Insomniac's long-awaited Spider-Man.
Now that's fun!
EA's Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Sony's bold new take on God of War.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to today's Gaming World, E3 coverage. Today is Microsoft.
You don't want to miss
I'm gonna do a
second of
quick
the action.
check of the sounds.
Strap in. IGN Live at E3.
Alright, what's up?
starts
Alright,
right
everything
now.
should be fine. Hope you guys are having fun. Enjoy this Microsoft coverage. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. It's Frost Nawarki. Alright, everything should be fine. Hope you guys are having fun. And there you go, sorry, I had double sound.
Hello and welcome to day 2 of
Alright.
IGN Live at E3. I'm Brian Altano and we're coming to you from Los Angeles for a full day of coverage. In just a bit, we've got an exclusive look at Fortnite, the intense survival game from Epic. You won't see this gameplay literally anywhere else in the world. And later, we'll have complete coverage of both the Microsoft
Give me
press
a
conference
second.
at 1
I'll be
p.m.
back.
Pacific and Bethesda's event at 9 p.m. Long day. Drink coffee. You'll be able to catch the Microsoft press conference everywhere IGN is available and on Twitter at e3.twitter.com. Tweet us at IGN with your questions about Scorpio, anything Xbox, and use the hashtag E32017. We'll answer your questions live on the air, so please keep it clean. Do not talk like I talk 90% of the year. But first, let's kick things off with the new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 that was revealed overnight by Square Enix. There's a ton of new gameplay and some huge battles, so check it out.
Yay, Kingdom Hearts! Oh my god, this is loud for me. Give me a split second. There you go. What the hell?
あんたらに関わってうまくいった試しがないんだ。
Alright.
さあさあ、帰った帰った。お帰りはあちらから。
好きにするがいいさ。
So Maleficent, dude that I don't know who it is, and the dude from Hercules.
この世界に
80s I think it is.
はないかい。
I don't remember.
黒い箱
Alright. Sorry. I'm surprised to see it on Microsoft press conference because honestly, I thought that would be a PS4 exclusive or something like that. So, made more sense to see it with Sony than Microsoft, but whatever.
呼び戻すというのだ。ロクサスを復活させるということは、ソラ、お前は結局闇の力を使うのか。
Alright, so technically everything should work fine.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen Donald Duck that angry. Last night, EA kicked off
I
E3 with
know,
the first
right?
press conference of the show, and Jonathan Dornbush is in the IGN newsroom with more. Jonathan, what's up?
Hey there, Brian. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How's Kingdom Hearts happening for you right now?
I haven't stopped thinking about it since I saw it last night, and I actually got to see it performed with a live orchestra scoring the entire trailer, which was just incredible. I got chills the entire night.
And you understood every word they said in that trailer, right?
Of course I did. Yes, I understood every single word. This trailer has huge gameplay and story implications, even though we're going to have a trailer in another month. We learned so much from this trailer. It's awesome.
What's the biggest takeaway?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that we learn what the villains are going to be up to in Kingdom Hearts 3. You see Maleficent
I'm not a huge
and
fan of
her
Kingdom
good buddy
Hearts,
Pete
but
there. We're learning that they're on a search for an object that we learned about in Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, your favorite title in video games. And
rolls right off the tongue.
Exactly. And then we also learned a little bit about sort of the villains who were created for the series, what they're up to too in that final shot that you saw, which is incredible. I've been dying to learn more, and we finally did.
It seems like you can just, in the combat sequence, just not touch the ground for a half an hour. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Honestly, aerial combat in the Kingdom Hearts games is my favorite part of the combat, and it seems like they're really just pushing it all out this time. They're kind of taking the best parts of every Kingdom Hearts game, it looks like, and mashing them all together, which works for me.
Jonathan, thank you so much. I want you to continue to be excited about these Disney characters beating up those bad men for the rest of your life, because it's important to me.
Oh, I will.
Yesterday at the EA press conference, we heard plenty of announcements, like a brand new IP from BioWare. There's a lot to cover, so here's a look at the EA press conference in 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Damn it.
What better place to start than with a game that has taken the world by storm? Battlefield 1.
That jump.
Oh, I just shot an airplane out with the cable.
We're bringing epic battles to the Eastern Front of World War I.
Long shot from the depths of the unknown to being drafted by an NFL team.
That's Madden like you've never seen it.
I feel like they're late or something.
And EA Sports know the only way to make Cristiano look better is to jam him in spandex and capture his data.
Yeah, that was cringy. That was really cringy. Oh my god.
So Need for Speed has been around for a long time. There's been a lot of new things coming to the game and a lot of old things that people are familiar with the franchise.
You got this?
What started out as a wild idea on paper has now turned into a groundbreaking, one-of-a-kind game called A Way Out.
So mainly it's a lot of a recap of EA yesterday. I'm guessing they're not ready for the conference.
The game
They're like me
is designed
yesterday.
for split screen co-op only, and I mean only. You're gonna be able to play everything. I mean not everything, but a lot of stuff.
Here's the first glimpse
Not
of
everything,
our
but a lot of
brand
stuff.
new IP from BioWare.
That fail. That looks interesting though. I don't know what it is. Like I know the name, but I don't know what kind of game it's
Now let's
gonna
take
be,
a look at
but
the
it
one.
looks interesting.
Team up with friends to take down NBA legends at
I think it's
historic
the only
courts like
interesting
Venice
for
Beach.
me
Start
on
today for the
EA's
rest of the week.
conference.
Origin Access, as well as the Vault and EA Access, are free.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 will tell a new Star Wars story that helps bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
After the release of Star Wars Battlefront 1, the community thought there should have been more. And the good news is this, the developers have
Of course should have more. I mean this game had nothing. That's why people complain so much. The game was too short, it didn't have anything. I didn't play it, but
Yoda, Darth Maul, Wookiees, Kylo Ren versus Rey.
Finn will definitely be a part of Star Wars Battlefront 2 as part of the first season of free content.
All post-launch heroes, maps,
Oh, wow.
weapons, and vehicles will be free for everyone who owns Star Wars Battlefront 2.
We're coming up on the Star Destroyer, but we need to clear that escort. Let's give him everything we got.
The biggest entertainment event of the year is almost here, and we got your all-access pass. IGN live from San Diego.
what is
Comic-Con.
going on?
World premiere trailers and breaking news as it happens. The biggest stars and the world's best cosplay. IGN live from Comic-Con. Coverage starts July 19.
IGN is the world's #1 media brand for video games and entertainment.
either they're playing with me
Breaking news
or
and brand new trailers
they're
to
late and having
reviews, let's
trouble.
plays, and the latest tips and tricks. IGN brings you the videos you crave.
I'm gonna check
everywhere
what's
you
going
watch.
on.
Whether you're on the IGN app, PlayStation, Xbox, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, or IGN.com, IGN's got you covered on everything you care about.
I am gonna check if
IGN,
somebody
the #1
else.
source for video game fans worldwide.
Did you know that IGN has an app that gives you all the tools you love right in the palm of your hands? It's fast, and you can save videos and articles for later, check your personalized feed, or check out all the latest reviews. Download it now on the iOS or Android App Store.
Two friends, one controller. IGN's Link Together turned Zelda Breath of the Wild into a co-op experience where Link is controlled
Give me
by
a second. I'm not sure if that's an actual... I have GameSpot here that is showing me Star Wars Battlefront. Oh, there we go, they're live. Whoops.
Welcome back to IGN Live at E3. We'll have the Microsoft press conference in just a bit, but first, it's time for some hardcore survival action. Fortnite
No, I
is
want
the
the
game, and here with
conference. Give me
exclusive
the
new gameplay
conference.
is Darren and Zach from the Fortnite team.
Please,
Hello.
don't make me waste my
how's it going?
time.
Thanks for having us on. And James Duggan, of course.
Hey,
my
what's
buddy
up?
Here from IGN.
I'm here too.
Fortnite is real. It's happening. You have a release date. It's next month.
That's right.
You can't hide from it anymore. It's been years, right?
Well, it's been a while.
Either they're not
we're
ready
excited.
or
we're
something's
really
up,
happy that
like-
finally we're going to be able to go out wide. It's going to be on PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. It's pretty awesome. The most amount of people that want to play, they
Try
can
not
finally
to
all come
type
in
too
and
much
play.
because I
So
know
we've seen a
how
lot of different
sensitive my
iterations
mic
of it
is,
over
but
the
yeah.
years, and I've had a chance to play in the closed beta a bit. But the first thing I want to talk about is heroes, which are the characters you play as, the playable characters, and they're not specific heroes in the sense of Overwatch, but they do have different abilities. So can you talk us through the structure there? Are there classes of these heroes? How does that work?
Yeah, we basically use a hero card system, and all those cards are derived from 4 classes. We have the soldier class, which is your run and gun.
Okay, I'm gonna
I've
stop
got
trying to figure out what's
grenades,
going on and
can
actually
whip out a
listen to
giant
this
chain
because I have
gun
no
in
clue
a
what
pinch.
this is.
Then we have our Outlander, which is our scavenging hero. He's really awesome at harvesting, gathering loot. So all those people are there looking for loot. He can see loot through walls. And really, that's what he's about. So if you want stuff, that guy's going to help you get it. Then we have the constructor. That's our class. Everybody in Fortnite can build, but he's able to sort of enhance the building of all structures in the game. It means he can structures that take damage, he can reflect that back, he can auto heal walls, like that's his big thing. And then of course we have the ninja, which is a mobility class, so you can double jump into combat, smoke bomb in, and then dragon slash out, so he's the melee class of the game.
I love that your game makes me decide between if I want to be a construction worker or a ninja.
It takes all kinds. That's what Fortnite's about.
I feel like every kid should have that option. One of the things I'm really looking forward to in this game is just the sheer amount of construction and creation that it comes in terms of the weaponry.
So what is this?
Like it seems
Come on.
infinite.
I didn't pay
know that's a
attention.
weird word to just throw around, but what's sort of the craziest weapon that you guys have seen get kicked around the office?
Oh, man, I don't know about kicked around the office because we just have some crazy weapons. But let's see what's in the game right now.
Well, I was gonna mention in the office we literally have a stop sign axe, which is straight out of the game that we threatened each other with. So
we did make that.
But stop sign axe comes to my mind.
Does that mean like stop axing?
Well, like,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, like literally like everything from scavenged materials in the world and sort of weapons of that nature to I don't know the deer horn sword.
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty cool. I like we've got ricocheting laser rifles. That was pretty awesome. So you can bounce them down hallways.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. Like we obviously the upside of having worked on the game for this long. There's a ton of stuff in there, and players are going to be discovering it for hours.
And so the basic loop of that is like you'll find loot out in the wild, and then do you have to bring it back to a like central location? Can you just do it on the fly and just start building weapons?
So you can build weapons anywhere you find them. You'll get schematics, which is sort of your know-how of like the type of things that you can build, and then you'll find items in the world that let you craft it together. At its heart, Fortnite is a creation game, so crafting is just part of that. And then building forts or is all really dependent on the mission type. So the mission missions. Building is a tool, like everything else. Your classes are a tool, your weapons are tools.
Okay.
We just give all these tools to the players, and then we let them solve the mission problems however they want in a cooperative way.
Tell me about what's going on screen right this moment.
Well, right now, our heroes are headed towards their objective, which is Ray's told them that there's a shelter that needs to be repaired, and so they're coming up on it right now. So our constructor is taking a look, and she's going to go in and she's going to start the repair cycle, which is then going to essentially start the encounter. And so they're going to get a timer now to be able to defend the shelter. And be able to basically go out into the world, and they're scavenging parts, and the storm's going to start reacting to them coming up in about 5 minutes. But they have 5 minutes to be able to go out, find a bunch of parts, build a defense, and get ready to push back.
The shelter itself exists because it's a game in the end. This is this giant storm has swept into the world, and many of the people in the world have disappeared, but there are survivors out there, and this shelter is literally a shelter from the storm, and the players need to set it up.
That's super impressed about the game, but
talking
I'm
about mission structure,
I mean,
what we see here is similar to what I've played.
played,
And I think coming into this game, I guess my initial impression it was going to be very open-ended in terms of the mission structure, but at least from what I've played in the first few missions, there's definitely a linear nature to it. Do you think that opens up towards the end of the game, and you start getting, once the players have really figured out the dynamics of the core gameplay, you can kind of let them go crazy and build this super fort? How does that work?
Yeah, so one of the things is that we have
Sometimes
a mission
you use a
structure, so
pickaxe
players
to
in a
destroy
cooperative game, they
a
kind of
tree.
all know what to do together. One of the weird parts is if you have true possibility space and it's cooperative, everyone doesn't know what to do and they sort of run off. And that was sort of the early days. So we created the mission structure so then people can have a sort of a cooperative experience. But one of the cool parts we added not too long ago is that everybody has a space called their sort of home base. And they bring resources back, and it's at that space you can build an infinitely, well, within reason of our performance, size fort, and then that's really where that you can express your creativity and make giant fortresses. So it's a hybrid between it. Just depends on what you're in for that. If you want to roll out and do a 20-minute mission with your buddies, you can do that. You just want to noodle around and build up your outpost, you can do that too.
Do you find like a lot of players are just immediately start to build the tallest fort they can make to see if they can touch the sky?
It depends. So we have something called Stairway to Heaven, right? Which is how long does it take a player to decide to how tall can they build? It varies. Like we've done a lot of tests. We've watched a lot of things. Some players do that within their first maybe 4 or 5 missions. Some players never do it, and it's really interesting to watch. It's building with a purpose. As soon as you give a player a reason to build, they build very thoughtfully towards that. And as you can see here right now, we're defending. We're working on putting
What's
a
the goal of the
defense on
game?
the
What are you
C-bot.
supposed to do other than
so
building?
the C-bot's going to help these guys find sort of the hidden construction bots that are then going to go back and help repair our fort. And then the constructor here is setting up the defense.
And are you able to sort of unlock different textures and stuff here? Because here we've got this sort of like Spanish tile going down on the floor, and then there was cinder blocks back there, and then we've got this weird, Art Nouveau museum on the side over here. It's great.
Yeah, there's 3 materials in the game to build with, and each one of those materials then has 3 upgrade levels. So what we're putting up here is metal. There's also stone and wood, and then as they upgrade, they get different material classes. So you can see some of the wood arches here that they've put up to help protect against lobbers that are going to be able dropping stuff from the sky. As far as anything beyond that, I'll tell you what I tell our players, which is put it into our feedback. There's a nice feedback menu. You click it, you type in whatever you want in there for whatever we're going to do next.
So this seems like a perfect time to talk about the enemies as they're coming down with this storm. Yep. You see some larger guys here, there's some smaller guys, and you guys kind of have fun with it. There's a tongue-in-cheek nature to the enemy types, like there's a guy who throws a baseball at you. Yep. Who's presumably a pitcher for a professional baseball team. He's now a zombie wearing his face as a hoodie. Yep. But talk me through the enemy types. Do we start seeing much larger enemies later in the game?
We do. So in this case, we haven't spawned any of our truly big monsters. These are from sort of the variants. And Husks represent sort of the basic creature type. They come in hordes. You have to deal with them in mass. Then we have the Huskies, which are bigger. They're more bullet sponges. They're there to be at the forefront. Then we've got Dwarf Husks. They're fast little Husks that come in at you in packs. Then we have propane tank Husks. They carry propane tanks.
Assume they sound like Hank Hill.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they will lob those propane tanks into your base, so you want to destroy them before that. Then of course we have our artillery units, these bombs, the lobbers. They fling skulls into the fortresses, and then we graduate up into big creatures like the Smasher. Does what he says. He's a big siege tank. He will take down your fort if you let him run too wild. Then we have flangers that are literally throw enemies up onto the top of your roof.
Sorry
and
if I
then
don't
they try to
talk
burrow
much.
down
I
into the
just
top.
don't have
So
much to say.
the game sort of starts out at a slow tempo, but then it ramps up quickly, and you get more and more of these creature types as you go.
That sounds awesome. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll have more of our exclusive look at Fortnite right after this.
IGN is the world's #1 media brand for
I
video
feel they
games
moved
and
the
entertainment.
pre-show.
From breaking news and
The
brand new
pre-show was
trailers
supposed
to
to be like
reviews,
30
let's
minutes
plays,
ago.
and the latest tips and tricks. IGN brings you the videos
They're
you crave
late.
everywhere you watch. Whether you're on the IGN app, PlayStation, Xbox, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, or IGN.com, IGN's got you covered on everything you care about. IGN, the #1 source for video game fans worldwide.
The biggest entertainment event of the year is almost here, and we've got your all-access pass. IGN live from San Diego Comic-Con. World premiere trailers and breaking news as it happens. The biggest stars and the world's best
San
cosplay.
Diego.
IGN live from Comic-Con. Coverage starts July 19th.
I wish I could go
Two
there.
friends, one
at least
controller.
once in my
IGN's
life.
Linked Together turned Zelda Breath of the Wild into a co-op experience where Link is controlled by 2 players via splitting the Joy-Cons. Hyrule
God.
becomes a much more dangerous place, and friendships teeter on the edge. Check out Linked Together Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific.
Did you know that IGN has an app that gives you all the tools you love right in the palm of your hands? It's fast, and you can save videos and articles for later, check your personalized feed, or check out all the latest reviews. Download it now on the iOS or Android App Store.
Welcome back to IGN Live at E3. Our coverage of the Microsoft press conference starts soon, but first, we're continuing our exclusive look at Fortnite with
you're
Darren
late.
and Zach. Welcome back. We were just going through that demo. We're going to start it up again, and I just want to know everything about this game, as much as I can get out of you while you're here. So we went through the character class types. We talked about the just insane amount of weapons. We talked a little bit about the enemy types. Let's keep going from there. We saw some of the smaller ones. I want to know, do these guys get like a text when you start building something and they just hate you and they just like what's their problem with you?
Yeah, the initial part of the game sort of begins to explore like what causes the storm, but it really is like trying to figure out what happened to the people, and then ultimately like they think it might be sentient, and so therefore it reacts to what the players do. So when the players are trying to build something or turn on one of their piece of technology, the storm shows up and it attempts to stop them.
So this character's using these abilities in addition to the weapons they have,
Yep.
and that's all relying on a system called energy,
Yep.
which if you don't use it, you lose it. So talk me through the abilities, especially combat.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we were saying before with their classes, like all the characters have 3 additional abilities, and then generally they have some passives that work together. And so those enable the characters to just do things in a pinch. Like we're watching the Outlander right now. He has everything from his rocket punch to effectively a micro teleport where he gets to leap away, which you just watched him do that. So it really take advantage of the class
Tracer.
abilities
Oh my
is
God.
the proficiency. And in this case, we're seeing, I'm going to pivot a little bit and say you're seeing some of the gadgets that are available to the players as well.
That was awesome.
They just dropped an airstrike to clear out some of those creatures, and prior to that, the Outlander was healing himself with his adrenaline rush. And so there's just, you basically get to mix and match your gadgets with the class abilities. In this case, the Constructor, I don't know if she's going to deploy one of her gadgets, but she has something called the base, and when she drops the base, and it's a little bit to the right of that footage, it enhances all the worlds around it, so allows the player to say like, nope, the storm is now coming in from the west. I'm going to drop this base, and I'm going to enhance all the walls around that. So allows players of the builders to really alter their strategy depending on the storm's
the real difference
the storm front.
between each.
I really love the art direction in this game. It's
me too.
Almost, it's almost slapstick at times, especially with these sort of like 1950s cartoon bubbles popping up everywhere. How did you guys sort of land on the art style?
Well, iteration was a big process of the way Fortnite came together, and like the art team is super creative, and I know everybody says that, but man, I have not worked with a bunch of more creative folks. So they got to this point actually early on in the project where the game looked a little bit more like what you would expect the next game from Epic Games. It was grimmer, darker. It was the next evolution of that. But a bunch of the artists got together. A bunch of the artists got together and said, you know what? We think we want to push this into a completely different direction. Go complete stylization, and that was the basic seed of Fortnite's idea. And over the years, they've just refined that and gotten it even cooler. Like over the years, we made the heroes more heroic. Like as soon as we added classes into the game, the characters got to be bigger and cooler. But they effectively still exist within this stylized sort of heroic world.
Purple, they love purple.
The lighting in this game is awesome.
So there's this whole out-of-game system that we're not seeing that's kind of a periphery. It's an overworld. It's looking at your hero deck, civilians, defenders, things like skill trees. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah. So at its heart, as building and exploring are the key elements of that section of the game. There was the collection nature of it, and we were like, well, how can we sort of push collection in terms of just finding widgets to craft, but also into the gameplay as a whole? And so at the top of it, we sort of went to this card system that enables you to have schematics to build or even heroes to advance. And so you collect those these heroes and then you advance them, and they can all be leveled up and effectively evolved into more powerful forms of themselves. And over time, they grow in power and they can be collected like rarity, just like items.
So you can take an uncommon hero who you really like and really like their skill set and level them up to the power level of something like a legendary hero?
Well, there's basically you can transform other cards into additional cards over time. So basically you take that power and you either recycle it and gain XP and rewards from it, or you put it in the transformation and you create an amalgam into a new form. So it all depends, actually. There's lots of depth. It's basically it's a giant ingredients list, basically.
Can you play a sort of passive creative mode where no one is hurting you or attacking you? Is there any way to just be like, I want to build a bridge today?
Well, there's certain mission types that basically enable players to sort of wander the world a bit more and sort of explore. But true creative mode, we don't have in this version of the game, at least from what I consider that as a definition. But it is actually one of our #1 requested features, and like all things,
okay, no, never
it's
mind.
on the
They're
list.
not
We'll
late.
probably explore it one day.
I just got the hour wrong.
I was going to say the players right now,
they
they tend to use their outposts as that space.
Yeah.
Because they can go in there and they can build
IGN gave me
anything.
the
There's no
wrong
time
hour.
restriction.
Yeah.
So we've seen everything from pirate ships to extremely large castles with just all sorts of variety.
That's got to be such a sort of fulfilling thing to enable the audience with these tools and then just kind of sit back and like proud parents and be like, look what you built.
It very much is.
Yeah.
At least I had the right
actually
hour on
favorite
my
part of the
thing,
game,
on my
and
grid, so I
actually
should have
going
checked
through
it, but,
on July 25th, when we're gonna take the sticker off and people can stream. People will finally see some of these amazing things because we've been able to watch it.
Oh,
Like
well.
we'll clone whole accounts and then look at what people have built in their outposts in these giant fortresses. But finally, the players can do that themselves and stream it and show off all the cool stuff that they've been making. So
Do you hope that people will maybe be like, hey, this is how I built this thing, this is how you can build it?
Yeah.
Is that going to be easy for people to kind of communicate with each other?
Yeah, I mean that is absolutely the hope. I think there's a high level of virality around the cool stuff in Fortnite, and people will be able to show that off.
Right,
It's like, let me
so
show you the
Microsoft
depth work machine that I built, and as it's grinding up creatures, and I think
showing
then
up their
they can
Project
show off
Scorpio device.
the strategies that have. And I think that's going to be
Other
one
than that,
of
I
the
have
most
no
fun
clue
parts
what
of the
they're gonna
game.
do.
So you guys have announced pre-orders and founders packs.
Yep.
But talk to me about the overall monetization. Will this game at its heart be free to play, or do you need to purchase? Because I know there's this kind of aesthetic monetization system, and similar to like an Overwatch loot box scenario.
Yeah, our ultimate goal, like straight up, and I want to make sure
probably
that
have a
everybody
glimpse
knows,
of
is like
Halo
we made a
6
free-to-play game, and sometime in 2018 it's going to go free, without a doubt. But we wanted to offer the ability to get in on the Founders year this year, and we're going to do lots of cool stuff for people who want to get in. I mean, I am constantly hit up for people to like, hey, I want to get into your game. How do I get in? All the time. And finally, we're just like, you know what? We'll just let people in, and then when we're ready to change over into true free to play, we will. But this year allows people to sort of get in, and if they want to hang out until 2018 when we open the doors for everybody, that's actually cool too.
And I assume that enables some cool post-launch content. Because this strikes me as a game that is very much a service. And you're playing with your friends, playing the new expansion, whatever that may be. Do you have any idea what that will look like? I mean, you haven't even launched the game, but I always ask this question.
Can you guys outline your next 20-year plan?
We could talk about maybe the next 3 months. What we're really excited about is right at launch, bringing some events online that allows players to actually interact with the world in new ways that even the players that are currently in our online tests haven't seen yet. And so those are some things we're going to enable. So specifically, the storms are going to become more alive. They're going to start doing some more interesting things, and the players are going to have to start interacting with those. There's going to be some unique rewards that come up because of that. Along with that, along with that feature, we also have something that is going to start allowing players to visit each other's outposts
I'll be
while they're
back
offline,
for,
and to be able to
Microsoft conference.
potentially
Don't worry,
defend
I'll
those
keep the
outposts
pre-show on,
against
but
the
I
storms
won't
with their
comment
friends.
or
And so,
anything. I'll just cut the
then
mic.
they
So
can
enjoy
come
the
back,
pre-show,
they
and
can
I'll
see
see
what
you
other
guys
people
for
have
the
done, they can actually defend
conference.
it, they can actually play it, and then they can rate it. And then you'll be able to come back in, and your outpost will be defended, and you'll be able to see some of the cool things that happened while they're defending, and then be able to get some rewards on the other side of that.
Yeah, that's important. Like, we wanted to give more places for players to show off their creation. So I think the next 6 months after launch, we're going to focus on stuff like that.
So your fort will kind of persist a little bit, because I know at the end of the match you build a new one going into the next zone.
But absolutely, in the Storm Shield area, that's always persistent, even at the launch. Like, that never goes away. That's always your place where you can build and make bigger all the time. That happens right at the very beginning of the game.
And you get multiple of those as you kind of move through. So the initial solutions that you use for building, they'll change over time as more monsters are introduced, and then you'll have to be able to react to those. And so you'll learn as you go on.
I really love a lot of the traps that we've been seeing in the demo in the last minute or so. We've got the floors with the spikes that jut out of them. There's like tripwires and mines. Do you find plans for these in the wild? Like, how many? Okay, I'll put it this way. Just describe a completely insane fortress to me. Just give me a variety of the stuff that you can put around the outside the perimeter to keep it safe if you're paranoid.
Well, yeah, you have everything from what you'd expect, some spike traps and spikes on walls so the players take damage. But then it starts getting like insane, where like there's player jump traps where they can literally fling themselves across the board from tower to tower. So you'll see, like, when you get these giant fortresses in our Storm Shield areas, they will basically build traversal from tower to tower by flinging them off that. And then also that's true of the enemies. Like, there are push traps that players can use to just throw enemies off of the buildings. And same thing is true with pop traps, where like creatures will get flung into the air and then hit another trap in the air and pushed out. We're tinkering with the timing right now, but what in an ideal scenario, we'd be able to construct the better mousetrap, where you could hit multiple trap types all in a row and then like destroy creatures without actually having to fire a shot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's our long-term intent. We're still tuning and adding more traps to the system, but yeah, that's where we want to go.
All right, so when is Fortnite out?
We are out on July 25th. We are out PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. If you get us in early, if you buy early, you'll get access on July 21st. That's right.
Yep,
right,
July 21st. Pre-order and get in on July 21st. Get a head start before anybody else.
Build that stairway to heaven before anybody else.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you guys so much for coming by. If you've been following E3 2017 so far, you'll know that yesterday EA showed off a Battlefront 2 announcement, new BioWare game, and more. So here's Naomi Kyle with the Daily Fix for a quick recap.
The most magical video game time of the year is here. It's E3, and this is the press start part of an awesome week on the Daily Fix presented by the Marines. We're going to bring you, yes, you there, all the biggest and best news from each conference and the show as a whole. Plus, we have a totally rad daily giveaway through Wednesday as well. I'm talking a game and console, whether you're a Jedi or Sith. So let's do this.
Whoa, man. For the first time in Battlefield history, women will be playable characters in Battlefield 1's expansion called In the Name of the Tsar. About dang time! On top of that, the DLC will feature 6 new maps, as well as additional vehicles and weapons. Oh, and the night is dark and full of Battlefield 1 this summer, as 2 new night maps are coming to the shooter too.
Pew pew pew!
Madden 18 wants you to have clear eyes and full hearts this year. What appears to be inspired by Friday Night Lights, the new long shot campaign mode in the football game focuses on a young player trying to make it to the NFL. It's up to you whether he does, but no matter what, we can all enjoy Moonlight and Luke Cage actor Mahershala Ali because he's in the game. Super dig it. It Takes Two in the new game from Brothers creator Josef Fares. No, I'm not talking about the Olsen twins. You see, A Way Out is a co-op adventure game following 2 inmates named Leo and Vincent as they try to escape from prison. The catch is, you must play the game with a buddy through split screen or online. There's no way out of it. Mass Effect and Dragon Age developer BioWare has a brand new franchise, and I couldn't be more freaking excited. Called Anthem, the game world apparently has a wall that protects people from scary stuff. Think more monsters than White Walkers, but all Anthem got was a brief tease because more will be unveiled at Microsoft's presser tomorrow at 1. Need for Speed Payback? More like EA's Need for Fast and Furious. The E3 demo for the racing game showed off a mission called Highway Heist, and man, it looked like a scene ripped straight out of the film franchise. But hey, I'm not gonna complain unless the game won't shut up about family and let me drive. Free Star Wars Battlefront 2 DLC will be. That's right, EA is avoiding the dark side of the Force to provide add-on content at no additional cost. First up will be Finn and Captain Phasma as heroes, along with new planet Crate and a space map above the planet Dakar. There's also a new multiplayer trailer for the sequel showcasing a battle on Naboo. But sadly, no Jar Jar. I'm so sad.
Now this is the giveaway you're looking for. Thanks to the Marines, we're giving away
Yay, she mentioned it. She mentioned Jar Jar.
Xbox One,
Sorry,
Xbox
I had to
One
do
S,
it.
PlayStation 4, PS4
I'll be back
Slim,
later.
or even PS4 Pro. All you have to do to enter is fill out the form in the link on the screen here or in the video's description, where you'll also find official rules for the giveaway. No Jedi mind tricks to it. And that's your Daily Fix for June 10th. Now that you're all caught up on EA's E3 press conference, be sure to stick with us here at IGN for all of your live coverage of E3 2017. I'm Naomi Kyle. Don't forget to download the official and upgraded IGN app. And remember, you can get your fix anytime online at IGN.
What's up, everybody? James Duggan with IGN Access here at EA Play at E3 2017. A couple of our IGN editors got to go hands-on with a really interesting game called A Way Out. It's kind of a cooperative narrative game, so let's wrangle them up and see what they thought.
What the? What? Who's him? Yes, it is split screen all the time. 2 players are required, either couch co-op or online. And you can always see what the other person is doing.
You absolutely have to have somebody you trust on this. Like, I think that's a really cool part. You want someone you can work with and will agree on. And I think the moments when you disagree are going to be really fun.
It's always in a dynamic split screen. Sometimes it'll be 3/4 one side and 1/4 the other, half and half other times. It adds a real cinematic flair to the game from what I can see.
The pace and the transitioning is really awesome. The creator actually has a filmmaking background, which I'm like super into when filmmakers make games. You see it, like these techniques come through and everything from like the pacing to the transitions.
Vincent and Leo are now in the laundry room. Your goal is to smuggle sheets using a laundry cart.
I love the idea of these 2 characters. Obviously, they escape prison together, so they have some form of bond, but they don't seem to really like each other.
They seem to be very dissonant with their personalities of like how they like to handle things. Like one person's like, let's not cause a scene, we need to lay low. The other guy's like, no, just do it real quick, guns blazing, let's go. And I'm like, what he said.
It's pitch black. We need a light.
Screw it. I'll go first.
I'm really curious to see where the story goes. The on-stage demo that we saw really hinted at a real sort of potentially emotional tale of these guys.
You aren't supposed to play this game swapping characters with the person you're playing with. Apparently, playing through this, you're going to get so attached to the character that you're playing that you're only going to feel connected to them, which I think is a really interesting concept.
The people who are actually playing have to kind of discuss this, like, this choice that they're going to make, and you can kind of put yourself into the shoes of the characters themselves.
One thing I saw was, this is while the bank robbery is happening, one player gets put in a chokehold by someone who's in the back of the gas station. And if the other player doesn't get there quick enough, it's going to be game over. So the idea that you constantly have to be aware of your surroundings as well as your friends' surroundings in order to get through the game seems really cool to me.
There seems to be a lot of thought put into every moment, every decision that happens in the game, and that's the kind of thing I really want to see how it plays out over the course of the entire thing.
So that's what our editorial team thought of A Way Out. For more on A Way Out and all things E3 2017, keep it right here on IGN.
The biggest entertainment event of the year is almost here, and we got your All Access Pass. IGN live from San Diego Comic-Con. World premiere trailers and breaking news as it happens. The biggest stars and the world's best cosplay. IGN live from Comic-Con. Coverage starts July 19.
Two friends, one controller. IGN's Link Together turned Zelda Breath of the Wild into a co-op experience where Link is controlled by two players via splitting the Joy-Cons. Hyrule becomes a much more dangerous place, and friendships teeter on the edge. Check out Link Together Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific.
IGN is the world's #1 media brand for video games and entertainment. From breaking news and brand new trailers to reviews, let's plays, and the latest tips and tricks, IGN brings you the videos you crave everywhere you watch. Whether you're on the IGN app, PlayStation, Xbox, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, or IGN.com, IGN's got you covered on everything you care about. IGN, the #1 source for video game fans worldwide.
Did you know that IGN has an app that gives you all the tools you love right in the palm of your hands? It's fast, and you can save videos and articles for later, check your personalized feed, or check out all the latest reviews. Download it now on the iOS or Android App Store.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to day 2 of IGN Live at E3. I'm Damon Hatfield, and we're coming to you live from Los Angeles, where in just a few minutes, Microsoft will kick off its E3 2017 briefing and unveil a little thing called Xbox Scorpio. Remember, no matter where you are, you can catch IGN Live's coverage of E3. We're on Facebook, Twitter, your console, your phone, and we're working on telepathy for 2018. Over the next half hour, we're going to talk everything Xbox One, including the debut of the most powerful console ever made, Scorpio. Plus, we'll take a look at Crackdown 3 and Rare's latest, Sea of Thieves. And that's only the beginning of today's coverage. After Microsoft, we'll have a special live edition of Up at Noon at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. And then at 8:30, we'll kick off our Bethesda pre-show and take you to the press conference where Wolfenstein and The Evil Within 2 likely await. But first, last year, Microsoft announced it was working on Project Scorpio, a revision of the Xbox One that promised to be the most powerful console ever. Ryan McCaffrey explains everything you need to know in this Road to E3 report.
Project Scorpio, as no doubt most of you know by now, is Microsoft's successor to the Xbox One, but not a generational successor. It is a mid-cycle upgrade in the same way the PlayStation 4 Pro is. It promises, nevertheless, to be the most powerful console ever made, with all sorts of fancy numbers thrown at it that should help a lot of games run very, very well in 4K. Since its E3 unveiling / teasing last year, we have in fact heard about Project Scorpio recently. Microsoft partnered up with one of the more tech-oriented sites out there to release the raw numbers, the technical specifications of what this thing can do under the hood. But we still haven't seen it. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know how much it costs. We don't know what the release date specifically is. Still a lot more to learn. I expect the bulk of Microsoft's conference to revolve around Scorpio in some way. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they kicked off with it and said, okay, let's not beat around the bush. Here's Scorpio. Here's what it looks like. Here's how much it costs. Here's when it's coming out. Now let's show you all the games that this thing is going to make look really good, and then they'll just go game after game after game. So I expect the Scorpio narrative to be very, very prevalent in Microsoft's E3 press conference this year. I am very much looking forward to seeing what Crackdown 3 is finally all about after all these years. It already had this cloud-powered thing going on, so with a more powerful raw box, that should hopefully make Crackdown 3 even more destructive and enjoyable. We're looking forward to seeing State of Decay 2. That's been a sequel that we've kind of known about for a while or assumed was happening. It was announced at E3 last year. It's 4-player co-op again, you know, big open world, lots to do. Scorpio could really beef that game up. And then there are just so many huge third-party games hitting this fall. Destiny 2, not Red Dead Redemption 2 anymore, but Battlefront 2, Call of Duty World War II. A lot of twos, a lot of good times to be had, whether it's third party or first party. And of course, Forza Motorsport 7. I'm forgetting like the big signature game that they're probably going to be pushing on the Scorpio this fall. Car games always go with new consoles. It's like practically a law. You have to do it. You have to have sexy cars to go with your souped up new console. It's a chance for Microsoft to flex their muscle again. We haven't seen them really be this aggressive and this confident in a long time. We really saw that confidence at E3 last year, and it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. I mean, Xbox now should be the place where the third-party games play the best, and Microsoft hasn't been able to rightfully claim that since this generation started.
They shot that really well, though.
That was a quick look at Scorpio, obviously the biggest topic of today. Joining me to break down all of the news and announcements and leaks, Ryan McCaffrey, Gav Murphy, and Alana Pierce. Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for the first party conference of E3?
T-minus 15 minutes. Looking forward to it.
Okay, so now we've covered everything that's coming up. Let's talk about what we hope to see today from Microsoft. Maybe we should start with that alleged price. $500, $499.
What's that in like the Queen's money? I need like British pounds.
You
What's
tell
that?
us.
I don't know.
We
Actually, I don't
wouldn't
know
know.
what it is.
Ryan, does that price surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise me. That's what I've been expecting all along. We've been conditioned by Phil Spencer, premium console, premium console, premium console. So you think premium price. They did just temporarily cut the price of the Xbox One S, which would create a pretty large price gap.
$300 gulf.
I think, $499, it seems like, the console is going to be a good console, but man, against the $399 PS4 Pro, are they going to be able to convince a lot of people to jump over into the Xbox ecosystem? I'm not sure.
The thing is, especially with 4K, in theory, if I want to buy a Scorpio, I need the $500 console, and then I need a 4K TV, which isn't cheap either. So for me, I'm tempered with those expectations. I need to wait to prove that it's worth that money, and hopefully we'll find that out today.
Yeah. Do we think we'll get a release date today?
Yeah.
Well, it would be shocking if we didn't, because after a year of teasing, they've got to tell us when it's coming. They've got to.
So you think they open up the show with Xbox Scorpio?
I do. It's what everybody, they get that out of the way, and then they can just go game after that. So I think we'll see the whole thing, see the box, get the price, get the release date, and then all right, now every game you're about to see is souped up by Scorpio.
I like you say get out of the way as if it's like small. They just get the console out of the way, get it done with, get the games in. Come on, let's.
Well, they closed with it last year too, right? So it's kind of fitting to open with it this year.
It's also apparently Scorpio is the actual name of the console. If Best Buy.
I'm not sure I believe that yet.
Really?
I really wonder if that could be a placeholder because Nintendo Switch. In the name alone tells you something about what that console does. PS4 Pro tells you something about what that console is.
The thing is, Ryan, it's powered by actual scorpions.
That's
so
terrifying.
Don't crack it open.
It's the most organic console ever made. Yeah, so I don't know.
I guess Xbox One S, that doesn't say anything.
True.
I call it a Scorpio. It's cool. Scorpio's a badass, right?
Yeah, that's true. What do you, in terms of games, what would really get you excited to play with the power of Scorpio, Gav?
I guess it's got to be Halo, man. They've got to do something with Halo.
You think we're going to see Halo today?
I think it'd be really silly not to.
We were warned not to expect anything Halo related.
But that's probably why, though. I think they're probably like trying to play it cool and be like, no, don't expect Halo. Boom, Halo straight away.
I think Forza Motorsport 7 is a really good way to show off graphics. We already know that
Car
racing
games always do the job.
Exactly. So I'm expecting that really early on. But I think Crackdown will do a really good job of that as well. If we see Crackdown 3, it'll be open world. It's really destructive. We're going to see a lot of explosions and chaos. I think those are really good ways to show off Scorpio.
The one we're forgetting to mention that I think it's not quite top of mind, but I think it probably will be by the end of this conference in another hour and a half, 2 hours. State of Decay 2.
Yeah.
And that was a game. We just got that CG teaser last year, but the original game is so well liked. The mechanics of it were so good. That is a game I think that is primed to really make the leap from just cool game that got a lot of neat stuff right with the first game to just turning into a blockbuster with the sequel.
Well, they did say we can expect State of Decay 2 to be more AAA, which I don't know what that means entirely, but bigger budget and probably looks prettier.
It should mean fewer bugs, because as great as State of Decay was, it was a very, let's say, lacking in polish.
Yeah. Gav, for you, in your mind, what would make the Xbox Scorpio a must-buy? Like, you just have to have this upgrade.
As in games?
Yeah.
Man, I think like a really cool sports game. Like, I think like if they show off like some kind of like mental Madden stuff, I think, because Madden looks amazing. I was watching it on the EA stuff yesterday.
Exactly,
The new like story mode looks really, really good. And I think like that, as well as like, I'm not really into racing games, but it does show off like how good a console is for a racing game. But I think like a really cool like FMV style like Madden would be really good.
Yeah, they did mention. EA did mention yesterday that they were using their sports games to take advantage of Scorpio.
Yeah.
What about Need for Speed Payback that they showed yesterday?
Yeah, that looks really good. I guess like, I mean, it's a bit sillier. That's what I like about it, because I'm just not very good at racing games. And same with like, I'll look at like Forza Motorsport and be like, yeah, that's really nice. Like, poof, straight into a wall.
And then you have to drive for 15 minutes straight, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, I'll watch somebody else drive. I'll be better at that. Yeah. I'll be a passenger.
Well, one of the games we hope will benefit from the extra power of Scorpio is Crackdown 3. Here is everything we know so far about the open world mayhem.
Means Forza Horizon 3 can be bent to your desires like never before in the series. Combined with dazzling visuals, outstanding sound design, and well-honed driving, the results are fantastic. There are times I feel the only way...
Obviously, not Crackdown 3. Unless the game has changed. I don't know.
It's changed
I
a
didn't
lot.
even notice.
I know we haven't seen it
It's been a couple
in a
years
while,
since
but-
we've seen Crackdown 3. But while we reset, we can talk about Crackdown 3 for a minute. I think it's been since summer 2015 since we've seen that game.
Yeah, lots of people like really, really into that as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that beta never happened, or at least hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it's crazy though, because a couple of people in the office have played it. People have played it 3 years ago at Gamescom, so it's like, how have we not seen anything of it since then? It's insane.
I think we have our clip ready. We can throw you to Crackdown 3 now.
Some people look out on the city and just see lights. I see lives, Agent, burning with hope for a better future.
Now, we haven't heard too much about Crackdown 3 lately, but the last time we got hands-on time with it was at Gamescom. They had a demo that was multiplayer. You got to blow up a whole bunch of buildings. It was really, really awesome and showed the power of the clouds. Seriously, though, that cloud computing thing sounds really freaking cool. And when they showed how many more processes they could do while blowing up all these buildings at the same time in a multiplayer setting, stuff like that just looks awesome. I am seriously really stoked for this game. The original Crackdown was really, really exciting because you could just make a big pile of cars, blow them all up, and it really showed the processing power of the 360. And it was awesome to see developers kind of having fun with this sandbox, where you were basically a super soldier that could throw cars. Now, they're resetting with Crackdown 3. They have some of the original devs again, bringing back that heart, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with next-gen hardware like the new Xbox. So Xbox is saying that the Scorpio console is going to be the most powerful console ever, and the tech specs back that up. So I'm really excited to see what that means gameplay-wise. Fully destructible worlds, can I go into a town and blow up every building? That would be a playground of destruction. So the big rumor that's been going around is that Crackdown 3 is going to be at E3. A lot of people teasing this on Twitter and such. I would love it to be there. I want to see this game again. I want Microsoft to come out swinging, and Crackdown 3 would be a big punch to the competition. So there's no secret that Xbox needs killer exclusives on their platform, and with the most powerful piece of gaming hardware, which is what they're marketing it as, a game like Crackdown 3 is going to give them a chance to showcase that power, and it would be great to see that on the stage. Crackdown 3 could actually be a killer app for the Scorpio. My dream for Crackdown 3 at E3 this year would definitely be a release date with the Scorpio. That would make me want to buy that console day one.
We do what we always do. We go to work.
Did you know that IGN has an app that gives you all the tools you love right in the palm of your hands? It's fast, and you can save videos and articles for later, check your personalized feed, or check out all the latest reviews. Download it now on the iOS or Android App Store.
The biggest entertainment event of the year is almost here, and we got your All Access Pass. IGN live from San Diego Comic-Con. World premiere trailers and breaking news as it happens. The biggest stars and the world's best cosplay. IGN live from Comic-Con. Coverage starts July 19.
Two friends, one controller. IGN's Link Together turned Zelda Breath of the Wild into a co-op experience where Link is controlled by two players via splitting the Joy-Cons. Hyrule becomes a much more dangerous place, and friendships teeter on the edge. Check out Link Together Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific.
IGN is the world's #1 media brand for video games and entertainment. From breaking news and brand new trailers to reviews, let's plays, and the latest tips and tricks. IGN brings you the videos you crave everywhere you watch. Whether you're on the IGN app, PlayStation, Xbox, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, or IGN.com, IGN's got you covered on everything you care about. IGN, the #1 source for video game fans worldwide.
Alright guys, I'm back. Press conference should be starting very soon.
All right, Microsoft will kick off its press conference in just a few minutes.
Yay.
Don't go anywhere. Another 2015 announcement we hope to see more of this year is Rare's Sea of Thieves.
I still haven't
Rare
played this
still
game. I can't
exists?
believe it. Like, I love it.
Maybe it's just me being stupid, but I thought that we did.
I live like
next
down the road
door,
from them.
yeah.
They're really good. Like, Rare are amazing. They do these like really weird little things. Like everything I see from Sea of Thieves just looks really silly.
A couple of us played it at E3 last year, and I've never cried from laughter from playing a game before.
Awesome.
I absolutely did, even on the show floor with 15 minutes playing Sea of Thieves last year. It was amazing.
It was the
damn
game
it.
that made me smile the most last year.
Give me a
That's good to hear.
second.
I mean,
The image got
it's been a long time since we've
cut
gotten
again.
something really new and fresh from
I don't know
Rare.
why it cuts.
It's true.
It looks like really silly as well that you can get drunk and fall off your boat and do loads of like sea shanties with your mates and things like that. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do in real
There
life
we
as
go.
well as in a game. It's amazing.
Hopefully
Hopefully it's
Microsoft
gonna
Rare
stay
might
like
still
this
be
and
my
not
favorite
cut
game
again.
development studio ever.
Yeah.
They made so many of my favorite games, and I'm really excited about Sea of Thieves because it just looks like so much Rare personality has
Yeah.
gone into it, and that's what I want. I want them to make goofy, drunken pirate games.
Exactly,
like, that's amazing.
Who doesn't want that?
I love the art style. I love the sort of vibe of it, the very sunny, colorful vibe, and I just I want that game so badly to live up to the potential that it has in my head.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Ryan, do you think this game is out this year?
I don't think so. This is a big game as service. They've been very
Yeah.
deliberately doing closed NDA technical alphas with small groups of members of the community. They seem to be taking it very slow to make sure they get it right. So I don't expect
I'm taking
that we'll see
notes.
the. I
Sorry
mean,
if
maybe there'll be like a public
you can
beta
hear
kind of
it.
thing,
Sure,
but
yeah.
I don't think the final Sea of Thieves is going to happen this year, and that's okay. I just want them to get it right.
Yeah.
If this isn't this year, then Crackdown will be their big first-party release this year then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Along with Forza.
Along with
Yeah.
Forza, of course.
Yeah.
Of
For
course.
sure.
Yeah. Okay, well now that we've talked about a few exclusives, let's talk about what third-party titles we hope to see on the stage today. Yesterday, EA unveiled this little thing called Anthem, and promised we'd be seeing more of it today. This is the next one from BioWare.
I still have no idea what it is from yesterday's conference. It's really
Yeah.
hard to tell. It looks something like Destiny. We know it's from BioWare, so it's
Yeah, they
probably
don't
gonna
show
have
much.
a whole lot of.
It's interesting,
I
but
guess
they
more
don't
RPG
show
elements.
much.
Yeah.
So I really have no idea. No idea.
BioWare's been trending in more of an action shooter direction with
That's
their
true.
last couple games. I mean, yeah, there's Dragon Age, but the last couple Mass Effects. And so I could definitely see this being a Destiny-like game, but with a BioWare quality story on top of it, which would be
I mean,
fantastic.
that would be filling a gap in what Destiny offered, right? It wasn't really known for having a great story.
So maybe too similar to Destiny 2.
Well, that's true. That's also possible.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too big of a game to be like take my time as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it to be that big.
Yeah.
Like 'cause, like Destiny's like a big time sink. You have to really put a lot of time in to do it. And I feel like I don't have that for Anthem. Sorry, Anthem.
Well, we will see more in just a few minutes. Actually, we're standing by. The Microsoft conference will start at any time, so we might have to crash out. But definitely stay tuned after the conference for our full post-show breakdown of all the big announcements. In terms Shadow of War, in terms of other third-party games that we'll most likely see today, Middle-earth Shadow of War was the first game announced to have full Scorpio support. Yeah. You think that'll be on the stage today, Ryan?
I can't see how it wouldn't with that kind of public backing. And we played this at Judges Week ahead of E3. Our preview is up on IGN. It's just so polished. The mechanics are so good. It's hard not to like Shadow of War, at least from the 30 or so minute slice that I've had a chance to play.
Gab, are you a fan of the first game?
I was a fan of the first game. I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings, but I don't care because this looks amazing. Like, it looks like it'd be really good fun. Like, I love the sort of the system they've got where you can just really annoy someone early on. They're going to come back and haunt you for the rest of the game. I really love that. It's such a clever idea.
That's a really fun system.
good.
Yeah. How about you, Alana?
Oh, I'm super excited about it. I love the first game, love the Nemesis system, love the combat, love the climbing. I just feel like all of the pieces are right for this, but I just can't get over how many good games we've already had this year.
Yeah. The conference is actually starting. Everybody enjoy the show. We'll see you after here for our post-show.
Oh my god.
Let's do it.
Let's do this, guys. Conference. Scorpio 4K Ultra HD. There's no room for more. Like after Ultra HD, I'm not sure what they're gonna use.
This is the 2017
To have better
Xbox
HD, but whatever.
E3 briefing.
Hello! Another card game. Alright. Field Troop Hour. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
No, stop. Okay. Good afternoon. To those of you with us here in person, watching on this incredible 4K screen, to the millions watching us around the world or TV or online, and to those of you watching and interacting on Mixer, on behalf of everyone on Team Xbox, welcome to E3 2017. When the Renegade group of gamers, creators, and engineers came together to form the original Xbox team and deliver the first Xbox console, we were driven by 3 principles: empower developers, delight gamers, and deliver true hardware and technical innovation. The original Xbox team lived by the mantra, there's no power greater than X. And today, we are proud to welcome the newest member of the Xbox family, fittingly named Xbox One X.
Really? Really? Xbox One X?
Xbox One X,
okay,
the most powerful
cringing.
console ever
cringy.
made, sets a new quality standard for gamers
Scorpio was
and game
better.
creators. Starting on November 7th, Xbox One X joins the Xbox One and the Xbox One S when it launches worldwide. Now, I'd like to introduce one of our leaders in the Xbox engineering team responsible for making the Xbox One experience great for gamers and developers. Please welcome my friend, Kareem Chowdhury, to tell you more.
Thanks, Phil. It's an honor to be here at E3 and represent 3 years of engineering the team has done to bring you Xbox One X. From the beginning, our focus on game creators and you, the gamer, gave us 3 big goals we needed to hit: power, compatibility, and craftsmanship. Let's talk power, which starts with the specs. 6 teraflop GPU clocked at 1.172 gigahertz. 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, and 326 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. These are impressive numbers that are more powerful than any other console on every dimension, because that's what it takes to give game creators the power they need so you can experience true 4K resolution, 4K textures, and 4K assets in your living room. And when we say true 4K, we mean 8 million pixels, high dynamic range, wide color gamut, premium sound like Dolby Atmos, and 4K UHD Blu-ray playback.
Doesn't matter for people that doesn't have 4K TV, and I don't think people's gonna buy a 4K TV
compatibility. We knew compatibility was critically important for
They need to have a
Xbox
good
One X,
reason.
and your reaction to 360 backward compatibility has energized the team even more. So right from the start, all of your Xbox One accessories and games will work with Xbox One X. But for the team and me, that wasn't good enough. We wanted more. The game library you have today will look and play even better on Xbox One X with enhanced visual fidelity, anisotropic filtering, and faster load times. Even if you haven't made the jump to a 4K TV yet, we designed this product for you as well. Since Xbox One X enables a technique called super sampling, the new 4K games you see on stage today will look better on your 1080p TV than anything you've seen before. And finally, craftsmanship. We meticulously paid attention to every detail of design as we crafted our most technically advanced console ever. It starts with the Scorpio engine. We use 16 nanometer technology to build a 360 square millimeter chip with 7 billion transistors and a 384-bit wide memory bus. This is the fastest, most advanced processor to ever power a console. Our premium design means that every millimeter and every component within the console has been architected for maximum power and efficiency. Our aspirations were so high, an industry standard approach just wasn't good enough. The Scorpio engine is so intense that for the first time ever on a console, we're using a liquid-cooled vapor chamber normally reserved for servers and high-end PC cards.
Yeah, not sure what to do about that.
An engineer on the Xbox hardware team invented a new power management system so innovative, we named it after him. The Hovis method uniquely optimizes every single Xbox One X at the system and component level to deliver consistent performance efficiently and elegantly. Now, it's easy to think all this technology and capability will mean a bigger console. But again, we wanted more.
I gotta think that console will be
Not
very easily
only
overrated.
have we built the most powerful console ever, Xbox One X is the smallest Xbox ever. This is the system you asked us to build, and it has been a great honor to design and build it for you. I couldn't be more proud of our team, and I hope you love it as much as we do. Now, let's see what this monster can do.
Exclusive world premiere. Please welcome, from the Forza Racing franchise, Dan Greenewald.
In the automotive world, supercars are debuted at international auto shows. Frankfurt, Paris, Detroit. But through your passion for racing on Xbox and PC, Forza has become the premier partner to the automotive industry. So today, for the first time in history, a flagship supercar is making its world debut here at E3 in front of you. This year, we announced a 6-year partnership with Porsche to bring you amazing experiences, both in-game and in person. Porsche shares our vision for the future of racing and esports. And this car has never been seen outside of the guarded walls of Porsche. That honor belongs to you, exclusively. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS.
Alright, my stream is lagging, I think.
This is not only the most aggressive expression of Porsche's legendary
went back to
design,
normal.
it features the most powerful road-going 911 engine ever made. Like the Xbox One X, it's a monster. And with over 4.8 million active players across Xbox and Windows 10, Forza is one of the largest racing communities on the planet. You made this historic moment possible. Through your passion for racing, the digital and the real worlds are merging in an unprecedented way. So now, let's take a look at the Porsche 911 GT2 RS in Forza Motorsport 7 running on Xbox One X. I'm joined on stage by two presenters for our Forza Racing Championship eSports series.
I'm Shannon McIntosh, professional race car driver and Porsche driving coach. I'll be pushing the GT2 RS to its limits on the sun-baked streets of Dubai.
And I'm Verena May, professional racer and stunt driver. I will be fighting to survive dynamic weather in the Nürburgring in this Nissan GTR race car.
We start with Shannon in her customized driver on Dubai. Using the power of Xbox One X, Forza Motorsport 7 runs at a native 4K and a rock-solid 60 frames per second. And we have the additional power to deliver shocking levels of detail. Using super high resolution assets, we've recreated the intense feel of one of the greatest driving roads in the world, the Hafid Mountain Pass.
She got trouble.
But in Forza Motorsport 7, we've reimagined the entire racing experience on all devices. Racing is more immersive and dynamic. Ominous skies roll in as car parts rattle and vibrate. We've made racing more epic and grand. Race through living environments featuring
More epic? How
spectacular
epic is
vistas
that?
and massive scale.
Sorry, but I don't see really the
You can see
epicness
we
of
made
this
racing
game,
more
probably because it's not my kind of
and
game. but-
surprising. Dynamic
yeah.
puddles grow as the storm unleashes its fury.
It's pretty, but
It's more thrilling and competitive. Feel the intense heat grease up your tires as you battle your rivals. And it's more beautiful and alive. Dark skies open up and change as the sun emerges from the clouds for a breathtaking finish. Racing is reborn in Forza. Whether running on the Xbox One family of consoles or Windows 10 PCs, Forza Motorsport 7 is the most technically advanced and comprehensive racing games ever made. With more than 700 cars, it features the largest collection of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches ever assembled.
Today, you are the first people to see the 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS. And this week at E3, like me, you can be the first to drive it.
So come experience the most powerful road-going 911 ever made on the Xbox One X, the most
Knocked
powerful
over.
console ever made in
right.
Forza Motorsport 7. Thank you.
They have a really
I'm
more
gonna play
price,
a ton
I think,
of Forza
for
Motorsport 7 when
the
it
Xbox
ships
One
on
X.
October 3rd.
Also,
And when
didn't pay attention
Xbox
to it?
One X launches, we will all get to experience Forza Motorsport 7 in true 4K at 60 frames per second. Today, we're going to showcase the world's greatest creators with a lineup of different types of games for every type of gamer. It is the largest and I believe the most diverse lineup of games that we've ever shown on our Xbox E3 stage.
All right,
games
impress
from
me.
creators large and
I'm ready.
small, games that inspire and challenge us, games that transport us to new worlds and offer us new perspectives, and games that push the boundary of our art form. Today, we will feature 42 games here on our stage, including 22 games with console exclusivity on Xbox One. Every one of these games will play great on each member of the Xbox One family, but of course, they will play best on Xbox One X. Up next is a game from a creative team that built their franchise on Xbox. In 2010, 4A Games worked with us to launch a single-player masterpiece that I played on Xbox 360. Now, I'm honored to bring them back with the premiere of their next work, running in-engine in true 4K.
World premiere.
cooldown, honestly. I didn't have time to read, but yeah. What is that? Alright. Big rats. I have no clue what this is. Probably you guys know, but I have no clue what this is. Aww. Wolfie! No! Ew. Not my kind of game, but looks interesting. Metro. Alright.
World premiere.
I think I gotta say that very often. Not my kind of game, but my kind of game, but looks interesting.
We are the first. The first to see the gods. The first to tame their beasts. The first to guard the soul from evil. We conquered this land and built an empire. But there are whispers on the wind. A brotherhood born in the shadows.
I like the style, I have to say.
They are the first to call themselves the Assassins.
Brotherhood begins. Of course, it's an Assassin's Creed. Of course. I hate Assassin's Creed, but I do like the style.
Creative director
I'll
Sean
give that.
Bedon.
Thank you. Ancient Egypt is the birthplace of modern civilization. And it is also the birthplace of the Assassin's Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed Origins is taking you to the perfect setting for an epic gaming adventure. Egypt, 3,000 years of history and mystery at the tip of your fingers. Assassin's Creed Origins is also the story of one man, Bayek. Bayek is the last Medjay, the protector of his community. An Egyptian sheriff, if you like. And his struggle against the dark forces that corrupt ancient Egypt will lead to the foundation of the Assassin's Brotherhood. But recreating ancient Egypt, going back so far in time, pushed us to rethink and expand our gameplay mechanics. We added many RPG elements to a huge systemic world, more detailed and alive than ever before. So today, we are very proud to show you what the game looks like on Xbox One X running in 4K. And now, just for you, Bayek is coming back to Siwa, his hometown, to kill the fake oracle, Medunamun.
World premiere.
Stop saying world premiere, we know it. Pretty.
Siwa, my home, the sacred oasis.
Region discovered, but it's his hometown. How is that discovered if you already... Oh, whatever.
Be my eyes, Senu. This temple resembles a fortress. What has happened?
Get out of my way.
There you are, Medunamun. The next masked one on my list. Now it is my turn to tip the balance of Anubis. Better be careful here.
I should go drop these priests. Let us stand to take them.
He's right behind the other one. How can he hear him? Oh, whatever.
A fine bow.
If the people see these dead priests, they will surely revolt.
It is too dangerous. We'll pass for now. Guide me, Senu. Betunamun.
Ability points? Huh? Maybe it's just me because I don't play Assassin's Creed, but that's new.
You will die, Medunamun.
Die, you bastard! Going to kill you for that! See what is mine!
Finally.
So they all go out in October.
At Xbox, we've always believed in the power of games
Actually,
to
I'm
unite
not
us
sure
all.
for Metro, but yeah.
Today, communities of gamers not only play together, they create together and watch together. A whole new genre of games has emerged designed for both the player and the community. And with Mixer, we're innovating new features to make these experiences even better. This one's special. Of all the games in this genre, here is one that the world is having as much fun watching as they are playing. And I can tell you that includes many of us at Team Xbox. The creative director of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a gamer turned developer who designed this game together with a passionate community. Please welcome PlayerUnknown himself, Brendan Green.
Thanks, Phil. Good afternoon, everyone. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a multiplayer battle royale where you must fight against 100 other players to be the last one standing. Our team's focus is to bring the most complete battle royale experience ever to console and deliver a great experience across all Xbox One devices. Our development is truly community-driven, and we owe much of our success to everyone who's given us feedback over the past year. With over 3 million PC players to date, we can't wait to bring PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds exclusively to Xbox One later this year with an update for Xbox One X enhancements shipping with the final version. See you on the Battlegrounds, everyone.
All right.
Exclusive.
Alright. So late this year.
Exclusive.
Let's try to stick together this time.
What is this?
Why the apocalypse? No heroics.
They have a lot of shooters. Kill all the spiders. Kill them with fire. Deep Rock Galactic. That's new. I've never heard of that.
Exclusive.
What would you do if the world you knew was gone? All the comforts, the simple pleasures you took for granted. How would you protect yourself and the ones you love when the protectors can't even save themselves?
Heard a zombie game. There's so many zombie games. Jesus.
The army's pulling out. Come on. Last truck, get in.
Want some of this? How about you?
Game looks meh. looks that good. Looks that good.
How will you decide who belongs?
Thanks. I owe you.
How will you choose a place to call home? How will you build it? Work together to defend it. From the terror just outside the walls.
Ew.
When you get hungry, cold, what risks will you take? What mistakes will you make? When the only family you've got is about to tear itself apart, will you end a life?
Wait.
Or save it?
Please.
This is our only one, but we need everybody we've got.
I would have killed her. I wouldn't save her. Ew. I feel like this one explode. Yeah, there you go. That just confirmed what I said. That I was about to say. The fat one always explodes.
Damn it. When you get in too deep and realize no one gets a second chance.
Ew. Ew.
How will you find the strength to carry on?
And that's just now that she decides to do something. She should have shot the baddie while the other one was alive, but whatever. That's why she needs to die.
In this
You should have
world
let
of
her
the
die.
living and the dead,
She's useless.
how will you survive?
So State of Decay 2. Spring, yeah.
Exclusive.
Two players remaining.
Alright, what the hell is that?
One player remaining.
And what a play from the Wounded Warrior. She was caught in a trap, but she used superior tactics to get herself out of there. She's going to take the win. Let's move on to the next arena. Here we're following Bloody Marrow. There's only 2 players left in this particular map. Those tracks are leading up, but that tree is going to give them direct information. That red outline, there's a mortal unicorn, and he's letting in about 100 meters away now. Looks like he might be crafting or something, but what is this that Bloody Marrow's going to do? Getting ever closer, join that beeline, and
What
now
the
he's going to
hell?
cloak it up. Is he going to walk in through the
I'm
front
cringing
door?
a little and I'm like,
Looks
what
like
the
he's gonna
hell is
sneak
going
in
on?
the back window. Here we go. Shot in the back. That's one twice. Immortal's in trouble. Somebody from Mixer decided to chime in. That invincibility bubble's going to help him out and put on the fight of his life. There we go. The nice strike on Bloody Marrow. Bouncing it up forward. There we go. Oh, that was going to do the damage to the arrow to the belly. That's going to be the win for Bloody Marrow. Bloody Marrow.
Alright, what is that game? That actually really interests me. The Darwin Project? Of course, Minecraft. So it's gonna be like a port for Switch or something, and the new Xbox. Cubecraft? What? Lifeboat. So it's like more story and stuff? Crossplay. Switch, there you go. You can find Minecraft.
Please welcome, from Mojang, brand director Lydia Winters.
This summer, millions of Minecraft players will be able to play together on the device of their choice for the first time. Xbox Live will unite the global Minecraft community across mobile, VR, Windows 10 PCs, and consoles. As part of this effort, we're excited to welcome player-made skins, maps, textures, and massive community-run servers into the game itself. Because we know that the amazing content you create makes Minecraft even better. This fall, Minecraft will receive a free 4K update that brings more graphical options to the game. But we didn't stop there. With all this talk about graphics, we're taking things one step further. Today, we're revealing a new look for Minecraft that we're super duper excited for you to try out. One that's inspired by the power of Xbox One X and available this fall. Let's check it out.
Super duper graphic pack, really? Cringe.
Minecraft in 4K. When the Minecraft team showed me the first version of the game in 4K, I was blown away. Mojang is a great example of a studio that started something new and different that led to a global phenomena. At Xbox, we're searching for games that are fresh, new, and in some cases familiar. That means ensuring that the biggest third-party franchises you want to play are there for you on Xbox One. Of course, you'll find these great games in the Xbox Store, available for pre-order today. But bringing the biggest blockbuster franchise is just one part of the job. Delivering broad, diverse, and new games to Xbox means searching to find unique games from creators around the world that will surprise and delight. To me, these next few games do just that. Starting with the game I got to play on a recent trip to Japan. It's hilarious, a little crazy, and a whole lot of fun. Let's take a look at it.
Now I'm scared.
World premiere.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like an acid trip or something. Oh, Dragon Ball. I'm not expecting much of that. Really not expecting much for Dragon Ball. So it's a fighting game, mainly. Like a regular fighting game. That is side-scroll-ish. Alright. Side-scrolly. From what I heard, a lot of Dragon Ball game are super glitchy and stuff. Have lots of bugs. Early 2018.
Exclusive.
There's so many games. Pearl Abyss? What is that? Oh, it's the game they showed earlier. I don't remember the name, but yeah, it's really pretty. I really, really love the graphics. Sadly, most of those games I won't be playing because they're not my kind of game, but yeah. Can I have a gameplay video, please? I want a gameplay video for that. Because seriously, it really interests me. I really love this style. Oh, it's Black Desert. I got it! I have that game! I just never played it. So that's why I didn't recognize it, I guess. Alright. I should really play that game. Oh. An Odd Tail game. Alright. Oh, it's a Crackdown thing. Right? Was that the name? I don't remember. What? Or not. I don't know, I'm not sure anymore. Yeah, not. Never mind. What is this? I thought it was that because of the colors and the city and stuff, but now I'm not sure. It's not that I know. The Last Night? What is that? Can we have more? Because I have no clue what this is.
Exclusive.
Annapurna Interactive. Dinosaur! What the hell is that? So you play guitar to do stuff. Cool. Let's go into air guitar adventure. Yay! What the hell? The Artful Escape. Project Vane present. This looks like a Square game. I might be wrong, but it looks like one. I think they showed it last year. I remember seeing something similar last year. Called Vane, yeah. If it's not last year, I saw it somewhere. It was interesting.
We've scoured the globe meeting with creative artists and
really
development teams, and I'm often surprised and humbled by their work. Whether it's a story that can only be born of a different land, or artistic design and storytelling that in a single moment can capture your imagination and inspire. There is much to be learned by looking beyond borders. Our first party is also a place of innovation and creativity. Today, I'm excited to share with you an extended look at never-before-seen gameplay from Rare's shared world adventure, Sea of Thieves.
Alright, so they did say that they're gonna show that, so. I would have preferred a gameplay of Called Vane or The Last Night, honestly.
Far across the Sea of Thieves. Just you, the wide open world, and oh, well, it's
No,
not just you, she's here too. Oh, and this guy's here. But the point is, this is a shared world, ripe for exploring and raiding with your fine pirate crew. Look at them, scurrying around, making themselves useful. That's what we like to see. The world of Sea of Thieves seethes with possibilities, with adventures skulking above and below the waves. All you have to do is jump in and oh, there she goes.
It looks boring. Maybe it's just my way of seeing it,
like
but it looks very
boring.
boring.
Careful though, there could be anything down there. Literally, there could be anything. We haven't finished designing it yet. Joking, that was a joke. Ah, sunken treasure. It's like a pirate performance bonus. Every player's decisions and discoveries will be different, but however you plan on seeking your fortune, it pays to be prepared. For gigantic lumps of iron, these are surprisingly portable. Amazing workmanship. Anyway, better get them back on board while the coast is clear. There's really no sense in pushing your luck down here.
Okay, but what are you supposed to do? I don't get what you're supposed to do.
Pick a fight with. Yes, it's possible to take on these toothy terrors of the deep, but you're not much used to your crew bitten in two. Sometimes a tactical retreat is perfectly acceptable, in the spirit of that legendary pirate captain, Pathetic Dave. Thankfully, for every tense standoff, there's a moment of celebration or shared wonder. But for now, stow your hard-earned loot and enjoy the voyage. On Devil's Ridge beneath the sands, the gold lies hidden from thieving hands. Well, that's typical. Oh look, here we are at Devil's Ridge. Nice transition, by the way. And so you'll shift from the heart of the sea to the island shore, where you'll explore jungles and coves, cliff tops and caverns. Every region has its very own landmarks, and over time, you'll uncover hidden shortcuts, abandoned stashes, and vistas that will steal your grog-soaked breath away. And yes, sometimes you'll encounter people who, for whatever reason, would like to blow you into little pieces. That's pirating for you. Keep that pistol primed, because you'll also face the roaming remains of those raiders who came before you, cut short in pursuit of their own legends. An afterlife of fighting and troublemaking until all your bits fall off. It's what they would have wanted. Now, make sure your crewmates all have a part to play.
I'm so very sorry for the sound outside.
Yep, that works. And look, he brought the riddle map. Seek the cursed boar shrine where there is no sky. It lies in wait for a light held high. Right, well that's got to be around here somewhere. But if you've got a bad feeling, you can always leave someone on board to brace the ship for a speedy getaway. Decisions. Ah, looks like they've sniffed out that place where there is no sky. Time to pool your resources as you plunge into the unknown. It would be easy to come a cropper in these claustrophobic caves. You don't want to wander off track. Unless, of course, you're streaming, and you'll have loads of people in the chat telling you what to do anyway.
Well, I have no one in my chat, so... yeah.
Don't mind that. It's probably nothing. Just kids. Of course, the premier plunder isn't
Kids
just
when
lying
everybody's
around
dead.
to be claimed
Sure.
by any old drunken bumbler. You'll need to watch out for likely locations, following your map, clues, and your instincts to make light work of each new mystery. Light work. Little lantern joke there. You're welcome. Anyway, step 11 paces northwest, through the gloom. Dig my chest from its tomb. And with that, we're one step closer to payday. Then again, some of the loot in these parts has lain undisturbed for a long, long time. That has to be the spot. You can practically taste the treasure. Good call on the double-duty shovel work too. That storm outside was nipping at your heels. Ah, very nice. Of course, the trouble with treasure, as a rule, is that the owners really like to hang on to it. If you've got your hands full, it's up to your crew to watch your back. And while they're doing that, it's time for another strategic withdrawal with the loot. Nope, not that way. That's it. Easy now. Don't stop, keep going. Almost there. Watch that next step, it's a doozy. Now that's a rescue.
All right. So mainly you just steal treasure and try to survive.
If you can regularly beat the odds and get chests back to your ship, you'll be able to turn a tidy profit by trading them in at an outpost. It's just the tiny matter of making it through this storm in one piece. pirate life is here on the Sea of Thieves, and you can live yours however you want. So rally your crew. Swear your oaths and set sail for riches and infamy. Become a pirate of legend. Just try not to be this one.
Alright. So early next year.
Exclusive.
Tacoma? No clue what the hell this is.
Exclusive. World premiere.
Aw, so cute. Finally a cute game for me! Yay! Aww.
Come on!
Now I'm happy. Yay! It's so adorable. Oh my god. What the hell? Okay. So adorable! Oh my god! I want this game. I don't know what it is, but I want it. I hope it's not an exclusive only, like, it's not gonna be only on Xbox and I'll be able to have it on other consoles. Super Lucky Style? November this year? Oh my god.
Exclusive.
So many games, oh my god, I don't have space. What? Cuphead? Okay, I'm really legit, I'm legit, what the hell? In September?
Exclusive.
They have a lot of games, oh my god. Microsoft Studio present. Okay, so that's the Crackdown thing. Jeez, watch the language. Give me a second, I need to blow my nose.
We're gonna light it back up because this is far from over. In fact, it's only just begun. That's why we brought in you. You got the talent. Now you need the tactics.
What?
Today,
what?
You throw grenades. Boom. Tomorrow, you'll be throwing cars. Forget dropping bombs. You're dropping buildings. Now it's time to get to work. Time to step up your boom.
What the hell?
It's go time. Oh yeah. Welcome to the agency.
All right.
Determination to conquer all my ambitions. Ready to this position, and so my disposition. Not seeing no limits, killing the competition. Yeah, I'm a beast. Now I'm a least. Ready to feast, calm and peace, not least. I think that I'm number one, just to keep it 100. 0 to 100. So you have a opponent. Are you a beast? Are you a least? You ready to feast, or do you a beast, not a least? Do you think you're number one? Can you keep it 100? 0 to 100. Show me how much you want it. Some people never have trouble. That's why they don't know what the struggle is. I don't pay the cost and lean on the boss. Analyze my losses. Now I'm taking off. Now I'm a beast. Now I'm a least. Ready to feast. Beast, not the least. I think that I'm number one. Just to keep it 100. 0 to 100. So you have a opponent. Are you a beast? Are you a least? You ready to feast, or do you a beast, not the least? Do you think you're number one? Can you keep it 100? Are you a beast?
Do we have a release date? November 7th. Alright. I'm guessing that the Scorpio is going to be released in November. Osiris? Rider? Unruly Heroes? Okay, that interests me. Battle Ride? It goes too fast! Fable Fortune? Okay. Server. Dunk Lord? Roll out. What the fuck is that? Ooblets. Dark and light. It goes too fast. River Bond. Hello Neighbors, that I know. Shift. That is interesting. Conan Exile.
At Xbox, it's not just about finding creative artists. It's about empowering them and nurturing them, helping shine a light on their work, making it easy for them to build and share their creations. That's why the ID at Xbox program
Goes so fast I
is
can't
so
read what I
important
just
to us.
wrote.
The team has released over 500 games on Xbox One and Windows 10 through the ID at Xbox program. And this is not just a milestone for the program and the independent developer community. It's a milestone for everyone who loves great games. I hope you're reminded today why it's so great to be a gamer on Xbox. Action, adventure, story, skill, surprise. These next few games bring it all
Never
together.
been an Xbox fan, so.
Let's start with a game whose stylistic approach alone makes it something very special.
Exclusive.
They show so many games. Oh, we saw that earlier. Right?
The dark is older than the light. At last a day dawned, and we rose with this first light. But that light was a betrayal, only fleeting.
Yo, spiders.
In its wake, the
They don't
night
have
returned
face.
to claim us.
They don't have faces.
After lifetimes, the light grows again, faint and vulnerable. We will live in the new light rather than just survive in the dark. This rebirth will end our wandering.
It's Yasuo! I'm kidding. Ashen? I don't know how to say that.
World premiere.
Jesus, it never ends. They have so many games. Square Enix! Okay, so what is this? It's probably gonna be shit, but... Oh, it's the Kingdom Hearts, I think? No, it's not. So what is this?
Follow me home, pretend you.
It's not good to smoke, girl. You'll be sick. Now tell me, what are you? Are we going? Are we going? Are you whatever? I don't know how to say that.
I feel numb in this kingdom. I feel numb. I feel numb in this kingdom.
What are you? Like, can I actually know what this is? What are you supposed to do? Like, what kind of game it is? Feels like a Life is Strange kind of game, or I don't know.
Rachel?
But I never played Life is Strange, so yeah. Oh wow. I called it! I never played the game and it's actually that. Wow.
Please welcome, from Monolith Productions, Vice President of Creative, Michael DePlatter.
That was, okay. I'm pretty sure everyone who knows the game just went like a huge facepalm and be like, come on, girl.
To humiliate me. You left your mark on me, but it didn't work. You burned my mind. I'll kill you. Until this moment.
Why are they all ugly?
You have not known suffering.
Yo.
I've had enough of your mouth, Bruce. So now I'm gonna kill you. For all these orcs to see.
Always said you were an optimist. Know what that is, mate? It's about sizing up a situation that's bloody impossible and saying, yeah, all right, I'll have a go. I'm exactly the same way.
Ew.
In Shadow of Mordor, we introduced a way to create unique personal stories for every player. And in Shadow of War, we're expanding the Nemesis system. 2 new features we're really excited about are forging an army of followers and Nemesis fortresses. Here, we'll use the Ring of Power and recruit this Olog, Bruce the Chopper, to expand our army. Then, we're going to assault a fortress controlled by one of Sauron's overlords.
Oh, that was nasty! Oi! Reckon you're going to skewer me? That little sword's good for a tickle, maybe, but you're gonna need more than that to take me down. Nice one, Ranger. This has never happened to me before.
Well, you're pretty much cheating to kill him, so okay.
You serve the right Lord now.
Not kill him, but control him. Okay.
Bright Lord, Dark Lord. Same thing, really. End results me ripping spines out, which I like to do anyway, so either way's a win. A fine addition to our army. Name's Bruce. From here on out, I will be your shadow. No one gets to you without my say-so.
Don't worry about my enemies. They will all follow eventually.
You want to plant your flag in Mordor, you'll need to do it deep. There's a fortress nearby. They say it's ruled by a 2-headed troll big as a mountain. And deadly smart, which, well, I guess he'd have to be given the 2 heads. You take him down.
Okay, I don't know for you guys, but he makes me cringe a little bit.
Yourselves some nice new digs as part of the bargain.
That character makes me go what the fucking cringe a little bit.
Do this alone.
His attitude is
Gather
weird.
your troops. Will do. Ooh, just make sure you let me pop his heads off, won't ya?
So we already have a few loyal followers in our army, and recruiting Bruce means we're ready to assault the fortress and overthrow the Overlord. We're enormously expanding the open world of Mordor to new regions like Saragost and Cirith Ungol. Mordor's a massive, living, breathing world filled with orc society, tribes, and wildlife, as well as stories and secrets.
You cleaved me in 2. Any other orc would have died, but I survived. More than that, I thrived. My brothers put me back together, stronger than ever. But they didn't make me into what I am. You did. You created the machine. No!
We've just been ambushed by the machine. He's tracked us across Mordor seeking vengeance. He's one of the 7 new orc tribes we've added.
The machine will grind you to paste! I hate big sticks! Finally!
Sorry for me typing.
You dishonor the Styrian!
Instead of killing the machine, we'll dominate him, so we can take advantage of his abilities during the fortress assault.
You take out the Overlord.
But before we charge headfirst into battle, we should plan our attack and select our followers.
My black speech is a little rusty.
Actually, I don't know a single word, which is a pain in the ass, but to hazard a guess, he said you're all gonna die horribly. Yeah, my kind of black.
Well, I will handle the Overlord. You focus on the defenders.
Define focus.
There are unlimited ways to forge your story and conquer Mordor in Shadow of War, and we can't wait to show you more this week at E3. Thank you very much.
All right.
Exclusive world premiere.
Ooh, pretty music. Ooh, it's very pretty. That's gonna be another part of game I'm gonna like, I guess. I feel, not I guess, but I feel. I really love this style. Wow. Damn your music! Ah! It gets to me! Oh my god. It looks so sad. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. I'm legit crying. Oh my god, music. Stop, please stop. What is this? Ori and the Will of the Wisp? This is a very long name.
Ori affirms my belief in the beauty, artistry, and heart within the art of gaming. We believe that games, like books, movies, and music, should be celebrated and enjoyed by countless generations. We're passionate about preserving and celebrating the games you own, the classics of the past, and the genres you love to play. That's why,
by the way, that's the first I'm crying at E3.
Backward
it's
compatibility
so weird.
program to bring Xbox 360 games
I'm not an emotional
to your
person.
Xbox One.
Why?
And we've seen tremendous growth in the program. Today, our library of games stands at 385 titles, and over half of Xbox One gamers have played a backward compatible game. But I've heard your feedback and you want more. Today, I'm pleased to announce an exciting expansion to the program.
I missed something.
Our team of engineers are working hard to bring us some of your favorite original Xbox game to today's Xbox One library.
All right.
Including a fan favorite that I'm asked about often by the community, Crimson Skies. And it looks great. And like the Xbox 360 games, OG games will look better and play better across the Xbox One family. We'll have more to share about this program when it launches later this year.
It's gonna launch this year. All right.
I'm proud of the library of games available today on Xbox One. All of them will benefit from the performance and power when you play them on Xbox One X. But we won't stop there. I'm excited to announce that if you own Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3, Killer Instinct, Halo Wars 2, or Minecraft, we'll be providing 4K updates to these titles for free.
All right. Kind of nice for them.
And we already have over 30 titles.
It's nice for them.
Partners that are planning to
Sorry,
provide
French.
free updates as part of our Xbox One X Enhanced
Wars
program.
2 it was?
Titles like Final Fantasy 15,
Final Fantasy!
Resident Evil 7, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Rocket League, just to name a few. This means you probably already have a large library of titles that you own today that will automatically get better on Xbox One X. Today, we showcase some of the world's greatest creators with a lineup of different types of games for every type of gamer. We showed you the largest and most diverse lineup of new games that have ever appeared on our stage. From every corner of the globe, from developers large and small. 42 games, including 22 with console exclusivity on Xbox One. And you're also going to be able to play all of the biggest cross-platform blockbusters on Xbox One. And every game will play great across the Xbox One family, and on Xbox One X, runs every single game you've seen even better. So if you haven't joined the Xbox One family, now's the time. This week, you'll find Xbox One S available in the US for $249. And on November 7th, we'll begin worldwide rollout of Xbox One X, the world's most powerful console, at $499. Be the first to experience unrivaled power and performance on the Xbox One.
All right.
We close today's show by looking to the future with a really great partner. They've been with us from the earliest days of Project Scorpio, and they're building an incredible game that takes advantage of the power and performance of the Xbox One family and the new Xbox One X. Please welcome Patrick Sutherland, Executive Vice President, EA Worldwide Studios.
Is that the dead? Yeah, it's Deadface Man. Oh God.
New IP is the lifeblood of our industry. It's also risky.
Oh my God.
At EA, we have teams dreaming up a lot of projects.
He's
and
back.
only the greatest will make it their way to you. And that's okay. It's all a part of the creative process. And it's worth it because when you find something special, there's no better feeling as a developer than introducing players to a brand new world. And as a player, there's no better feeling than losing yourself in a completely new experience.
He keeps flicking his lips.
Have been creating something
I can't.
truly special.
I can't.
A huge open world that is lush, savage, mysterious, and ever-changing. Filled with interesting characters and new types of gameplay you'll enjoy with your friends for years to come. This is what's possible when we take an extraordinary vision and combine it with the latest technologies and hardware. Amazing concepts become possible. Great ideas become reality. So here we are, and we are so excited to share this with all of you. On behalf of the team at BioWare, let's see what this game looks like running on an Xbox One X. Here's John Warner from BioWare to show you Anthem.
Finally!
Hi, I'm John Warner, game director for Anthem. Here is the world premiere of Anthem's gameplay.
The gameplay, nice.
Hey.
Freelancer.
Fraxling,
Listen. There's trouble. Big trouble.
what did you do?
Mistake. I hired some people. They weren't freelancers. I know. They said they could handle it. And the price was right. I thought maybe...
Unbelievable.
You're right. It was stupid. I'm sorry. But they're still out there. Somewhere. If you could just bring them back. Anything you need.
In the world of Anthem, you and your friends are freelancers, the heroes who leave the safety of the walls of Fort Tarsus to explore the unknown and protect humanity. Let's join two players as they head out on an expedition.
Hey, Paul. You ready to go?
We're just grabbing some supplies. Just about ready.
What are you gonna use today?
I decided to go with the Colossus.
I'm gonna use my Ranger. Try out some new upgrades.
Every player will own an array of exosuits we call Javelins. These suits give players superhuman capabilities and are heavily customizable so they look and play how you want.
Bam. Looking good. Nice. You've got a mortar equipped.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the way, I'll follow.
This is a vast open world you explore with your friends. Each Javelin exosuit has its own unique playstyle. The Ranger is balanced and all-purpose, while the Colossus is a tanking powerhouse.
All right. Let's see what's up here.
So technically you can choose whatever suit you want, right?
And threats can come from any direction. This dynamic world where the unexpected is around every corner.
I would hope so.
Yeah, he seems like a problem for another day.
We're getting some fire from up ahead.
I'll go low. You flank.
Hang in there. Almost there.
I'm really interested,
there yet?
seriously.
I haven't. We should do that
That's
later with
good.
Kim.
You could use the XP. Hello, treasure. I think we got some action up ahead.
Anyone, we're under attack. Anyone in the area, we're under attack.
I think that's part of Praxis' mission.
You can equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating power to combat.
I wonder if you really can custom your suit with whatever you want. Or if you're stuck like for every
there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Time to use that mortar.
Nuke! Wow.
Give me some covering fire. There's a bunch more coming in.
Okay, I'll get this round. Oh, come on. He's looking good. Oh, yes! Jerry's wrap.
Oh, nice.
Large-scale world events like Shaper Storms are dynamic and pull you off the beaten path with the promise of new stories to discover.
Oh, Shipper Storm incoming. Okay, actually, let's get some more people. Hold on a sec.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm right behind you. Whoa. This storm is getting crazy. So what are we supposed to do? Fly into it?
All right, let's do this.
See you on the other side.
Our story is out there.
Alright. Next year. It definitely is interesting. Alright. I guess that concludes. Yep. Well, I have to say, they do have a lot of games and varieties of games. I'm pretty impressed. Even though there's a lot of game that doesn't appeal to me, I know that a lot of people probably are very hyped about it. But yeah, I think Fortnite that they show in the pre-show kind of, I don't know, it got my eyes, but I'm not quite sure what to think about it. Project Scorpio, which is Xbox One X, like really guys, the name, come on. I'm wondering if it's gonna overeat. Honestly, I think it's my only problem right now. We'll see. The price is okay, but I don't have money, but if I had, I wouldn't buy it because you need the 4K TV to really experience it fully, so I don't see really the point of it. Metro Exodus looked really nice. Not my kind of game, like, once again, but really, it looks nice. Assassin's Creed, I loved the style of it. Always hated every Assassin's Creed, but we'll see. Other than that, what else I could check? The Darwin Project was interesting. That totally caught my eyes. I like that they had some stuff for Minecraft, even though I stopped playing because my computer had trouble playing it. so hopefully that's gonna be fixed. I had trouble once I switched to Windows 10, so I really hope that they fix that. I'll be able to play it without too much lag. But it's fun. It's nice that they add some stuff. They keep adding stuff. For Dragon Ball, I don't think it's gonna work. That kind of game is always glitchy and bugging and everything. It's kind of boring. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. Black Desert, of course, looks gorgeous as hell. Now I'm pretty much giving myself a huge slap in the face for not playing it, because I got it on my computer but never played it. The Last Night was something that seriously I would have liked to see more. I really would have liked to see more, because I have no clue what to think about it. Code Vein, that's another thing, but I've seen a few video before, so I'm really interested into Code Vein. Definitely, if I can get it, I will totally get it. My super awesome game of Microsoft, of course, is Super Lucky Tail. I think everybody pretty much got that up. Yeah, it's super adorable. Love it. That's my game for Microsoft. Other than that, Life is Strange is out. Asian. Ori and the Will of the Wisp make me cry. That's the first for me ever. It makes me cry. But it's interesting. I'm gonna check it out if they have gameplay and everything. It's interesting. And Anthem is definitely interesting too. They released a bunch of other games that went too fast, so I couldn't see or do anything about it. So I don't know. I really don't know about that. Cuphead really made me what the hell. That's a very old thing. It's a very old, I think it was a TV show if I remember correctly. So, what the hell? I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, there was way too many games. There's a few games that caught my eyes, but it went so fast. Like Unruly Heroes. But yeah, it went so fast that I couldn't write it down or do anything about it. But yeah. That's pretty much my I was about to say Nintendo. No, my Microsoft conference. What do you guys thought about that conference? Did you like it? Did you cringe? Because I did cringe a few times. And what kind of game that you're really hyped about? Like, what kind of game? What are the games that you're gonna definitely gonna buy once it's released? For me, if I can, and if it's not only on Xbox, I'm gonna try to get Super Lucky Tales. That's totally a must. And Ori. But yeah, what do you guys thought about that? Let me know in the comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow on Twitch on Frostnawaki. And yeah, I'm gonna end the conference here. So I'll see y'all guys later. It's gonna be Bethesda later, if I remember correctly. Yes, at 9 PM Pacific time. So midnight for me. So yeah, I'll see y'all guys for Bethesda later on. Hope you had a nice conference. Bye bye.
If the game actually ends up looking like what we saw today, I mean, yeah, they said in engine.